Finally, Owusu Bempah ababonti ababekasa. Say President de Kufuado amano vim intisisi ababekasa. So if you don't know what happened that Owusu Bempah yana say we call demonstration former President Mahama a private office. NDC imbebunu beka say wo mo NDC imbebunu ewo nkwan pan de omo ntena se Owusu Bempah endi nkwa asem sa. So omo nso beka ho say wo mo koye clean up. Nti omo kɔ hɔ e de sekan ne praye ne nyama kɔye. Omo kɔye Owusu Bempah nyamba se odwane ye. Later ye bete say National Security Minister ene ka tro Owusu Bempah say ma womba na senior situation aye ne de odi agra ne tibete. Na eho na President Kufuado ekwa asori okwa asori no hu se dabi sani ade ya ye de wo se oka ho asem na okobo NDC fo echi se ade a NDC fo ye na trese NDC fo ape adwen boni bi se 2024 abato no se tuturu asem no na ombeye no no Kufuado won pene ma NDC me betena ha bi sa question se se minim se President Kufuado etumi kasa on violent issues so sir because yet your mind we mu ema ye bonkrofut you e wo Techiman South 8 people died yante say president ka hwe I was so west wagon a bonkrofut you and that me no ka say some of them still bedridden ema ye ho commission committee no recommend say MPP fuo bi ye de omo ahye national security mu ene di sansem bone no ye ntwe omo aso President Kufuado abanka say ye ntwe nkrofo na so up till ende nkrofo no still omonam ho a omoshe national security uniform ejura obi a no ye MPP ni o say afono no na o ye campaign etia wono ankasa na ban yekun no ena mbebunu anti ase eco demonstration soldiers ebebo otuo ekun mbebunu ne bi President Kufuado anka ho hwe soldiers ekokobo ahyiamafo yanka ho hwe northern region yakobo omo framfram yanka ho inti na nkrofo say inti President Kufuado wo krom ha say utumi kasa about violence say NDC fo akoma Mahama office omo koye clean up the second account no say won tiase okuku apai na so nyama bebre wo krom ho a e say wo kasa wanka na say na Martinami do din sembe to ya na yeti ase say de nti President Kufuado kasa ho ne kra no behwe no na bi ono kra na wasoma eye Owusu Bempah because Martinami do say MPP ni pa kese bi a trese oba Martinami do ho a obebisa ne say chale oma ne more information on Mahama ne Airbus scandal no na ne bra no ye china na e no say da bi ya nche ne bra no na oni information bia edimo bia te ho ne yeti ase say intia na President Kufuado kasa wo NDC for clean up in sensem ne so tem say Kufuado kasa wie by that day na nye Kufuado pa otumi say family meeting Kufuado kasa wie ye no na Gabi Ochida konso ba social media ba be kasa a wo tremu a yembo Owusu Bempah abaso say National Security Minister ka asemo onko no otie ye na wanko because ono nso ko ya na ka bia edentokwa besi na me say cheza azem we dia ehiamu Ghana fo ayeti ha ye bra yesu ehusem bi eni ho ehiamu ze azem we nti ende Owusu Bempah so ehu ne se ne boss sakase wi a wono nso ende wo baba be kasa nti ono nso asem a wo ka ne se ade esi ye no babaric babaric no minim se na metre wo twemu minim misremo minim bayankenkan was a pressure group fixing the country movement has called out some members of the National Democratic Congress who assembled at the premises of former President John Dramani Mahama to embark on a cleanup exercise while wielding tools. The group, which is affiliated with the New Patriotic Party, blamed John Mahama for allowing members of his party to display such violent acts at his residence and failing to condemn it publicly. Into here, ono de osi o blame Mahama. Say Mahama ama NDC fo aba be fa sekan aba ono Mahama residence a Mahama antwe omo aso. Osi this follows the circulation of a video of some NDC supporters who gathered at Mahama's office under the guise of a cleanup exercise. However, how the tools for the cleanup were displayed raised concerns as the party members could be seen brandishing bows, arrows, and machetes, among other tools. In a statement signed by the convener of the group, Owusu Bempah, and cited by Ghana Web, the group chided John Mahama for allowing such a barbaric act to occur while breaching security protocols. Also, more shocking is the fact that the former president and his staff encouraged the gathering for hours, failing to disperse them when it was obvious a clash with an opposing group could cause mayhem. I don't know, uncle. Oh, just Mahama Bempah me omuna waba. Omoda Mahama officer. Na yesi Mahama kasa committee. Inti na o tete, Owusu Bempah na o tete na o hwe. Because o say eya onwa se ma omoba ya wo mo de sekan eba be yesa nyama no wo ho no. Eya onwa se Mahama ampa me omo. Owusu Bempah. Sa na wo kan. Na tresa o tete wo. Even more disturbing was the violent actions of these hooligans and hoodlums, suggesting that their uncivilized behavior and harmful threats were encouraged by the former president, John Dramani Mahama. If not, he would not have allowed these barbaric activities to take place in his office, breaching national security directives and without any prior notice to the security agencies. Ono Mahama ni breaching national security directives. No to hone NDC for abaso mo be clean up. Inti Ghana and there's a wo ye clean up e wo se okokonya notice free national security for once ana. NDC for aba Mahama office mo be ye clean up o say Mahama ade awa no we breaching national security. We have been mad na wanko. We have been mad na wanko ka obetu samia. O say Mahama and his team should bow their heads in shame for such despicable acts within the premises of their office. Is this the same man who aspires to lead this country again? Perpetuation of violence seems to be the forte of this man and his party, and Ghanaians should never allow him another opportunity to hoodwink us. Oh yeah, Kosroba from Kosro Equasas, yes, Echo him we yet back from we yet dear Mobeya, NDC we need forget it. Yamoka, Yamoka, Nevema, Ubia, I just say, Wabre. Pensioner na why na just ni sika mo fa ma no why na just so we beto ama aban foforo no enye de wo kan na ebe ma no na adwen asesa ho ati ase ito ya Owusu Bempah ni full statement no eni me he say me what time okay me what time kakra nti me nkan I say you read the full statement no I say the Fixing the Country movement has noted with serious concern the extreme act of hooliganism displayed by the members of the opposition National Democratic Congress, supporters of candidate John Dramani Mahama, at the premises of his office on Thursday, November 23, 2023. In outright disrespect and contravention of the directives by the Ministry of National Security to call off the demonstration against former President John Dramani Mahama over the airbus scandal, his supporters massed up at his office armed with cutlasses, knives, cudgels, and other dangerous implements in an empty and worthless show of machoism, even when the security agencies had warned against any gathering. More shocking is the fact that the former president and his staff encouraged the gathering for hours, failing to disperse them when it was obvious a clash with an opposing group could cause mayhem. Even more disturbing was the violent actions of these hooligans and hoodlums, suggesting that their uncivilized behavior and harmful threats were encouraged by the former president John Dramani Mahama. If not, he would not have allowed these barbaric activities to take place in his office, breaching national security directives and without any prior notice to the security agencies. Since the unfortunate incident almost a week ago, Mr. Mahama and his aides, who are quick to point accusing fingers at will, have not been able to condemn the actions of these mobsters and ruffians. They clearly were in support of such crude and unruly behavior. The Fixing the Country movement wishes to condemn the activities of these violent characters who were looking to scupper a peaceful protest by our group seeking to bring the investigation of the airbus matter to the fore. Mr. Mahama and his team should bow their heads in shame for such despicable acts within the premises of their office. Is this the same man who aspires to lead this country again? Blah 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 went on to talk but nini name no or this year ran away and also Bempah or this year ran away also ya bema akwai na say on ya na outina radio so ye to know the ya bema I don't know uncle o petrol letter 10 into way na Mahama pese ye to aba no hey Ghana for to aba Mahama I said the Owusu Bempah no Mahama no eye bibi pa o be ka tre Ghana for say ye ntoma no I said the wo Ghana gas na wo ye adwuma na wo GP every month no enye Mahama nka wo MPP bank hefa na ye de obehye asa we je for mo ntre ma jo comment box ni mo be that's it.